Okay. And coming to injunctions, we've in our course packs we've dealt with serving of summons and things like that.
Yes.
So, what's the importance of the service of summons? Actually, let me ask you another basic fundamental question: how do you serve a summons in practice?
Well, in practice, it's when you present the case to the court, the court hears your case firstly on the first date, and if the court feels that there's a prima facie case made out, it will issue a notice to the opposite party, whereby under that notice you have to serve the entire set, which is the plaint, along with all the documents you filed, to the opposite party. Now, there's a procedure called PFRC. In court, which stands for process fee and registered cover.
Okay.
Process fee is usually a fee which the court charges to send out the notice under its own signature to the opposite side. And registered cover is, in simple terms, a registered AD. So the mode of service is registered AD, and process fee is the fee that you pay the court for it to facilitate that.
Okay.
Then eventually the notice is served upon the person on the opposite side, and it goes along with, as I put it in the beginning, it goes along with the plaint, the entire set of documents, and a summon for the next date of hearing, specifying the next date of hearing, the case number, the name of the parties, as well as if it's a summary suit. Under Order 37, then it will definitely specify the procedure to be followed in that suit. If it's a normal suit, then accordingly it will be specified.
So then the CPC governs basically.
Yes.
So what about injunctions, right? Let us say you don't have time. Usually when you are applying to the court for an injunction, it's always time bound, right? There's a pressure of time. Your client is pressurizing you. He says, look, we don't have time for all this service of summons and all of this. I need an injunction and I need it ex parte and I need it now. Does the court allow that?
Yes, yes. You usually file an application under Order 39, Rule 1 and 2 for an ex parte ad interim injunction.
What about the summons aspect of that?
Yes. The summons usually, as if, again, the court feels that there's a prima facie case made out for the grant of an injunction, which is an ex parte injunction, they'll grant the injunction and then they'll specify that you need to serve a copy of that injunction upon the opposite side under PFRC.
Okay.
Now, if it's something very urgent, if it's a case where you need to stop the other person from using a certain material or alienating a property,
maybe trespass,
you would like to serve the copy of the order as soon as possible.
What does the CPC say on that?
The CPC says under Order 39 Rule 3 that it has to be done within a day. I mean,
is that practically possible?
It's sometimes it's practically possible when the court, when you plead before the court that the order be given under dasti. That is a particular term which we use in a code of law.
It means urgent, right? Basically.
Urgent. Usually the procedure to get a copy of the order is that you apply for a certified copy of the order and you pay a certain amount of fee to
so essentially it generates revenue for the court.
It generates revenue for the court. However, in an exceptional case, you plead dasti. So what happens is then the court allows you to get a copy of the order that very day under the signatures of the judge or the court master, and you get the copy of the order as well as summons and you serve it upon the other person.
Well, finally, one last question. So it's not as fancy as it is in the US. There's no such thing as you've been served in India, right?
No. You can definitely use that term while serving. But,
personal service when that's exceptional circumstances. Though. But in a case of a dasti, it's personal service, though, right? You yourself.
It's pretty much pretty much the admin staff in your office or something.
And your office has to do it. But you always follow, obviously, you courier it and make sure
we courier it, and then eventually we file an affidavit of compliance that we've complied with the procedure. And we file it before the court that on a particular date we couriered it.
Thank you.